Number 1, worshiping Aaron Spelling as the king of TV. Ah, the golden era of television where Aaron Spelling reigned supreme as the undisputed king of the small screen. Those were the days of Charlie's Angels, where Farrah Fawcett's iconic feathered hair became the envy of every teenage girl, and where action-packed adventures unfolded with the click of a remote. Fantasy Island whisked us away to exotic locales and fulfilled our wildest dreams, while the Love Boat sailed into our hearts with its romantic escapades on the high seas. And who could forget the gritty streets of Starsky and Hutch, where justice was served with a side of 1970s flair. As kids growing up in the 70s, Aaron Spelling's shows weren't just entertainment, they were a way of life. We tuned in religiously, eagerly awaiting each new episode, as if our very existence depended on it. There was something magical about the world Spelling created, where even the most outlandish plots seemed plausible and where characters faced their dilemmas with a mix of charm, wit, and occasional absurdity. But what was it about Aaron Spelling's brand of television that captivated us so deeply? Perhaps it was the escapism, the chance to leave behind the mundane realities of everyday life and immerse ourselves in a world where anything was possible. In Spelling's universe, ordinary people became heroes, love conquered all, and justice was always served, albeit with a healthy dose of drama along the way. And then there were the fashion choices. Oh, the fashion. Who could forget the iconic 70s styles that permeated Spelling shows? From the bell-bottoms and polyester shirts to the feathered hair and platform shoes, each series was a veritable fashion parade, showcasing the trends of the era in all their glory. Sure, looking back now, some of the outfits may seem a tad questionable, but at the time, they were the epitome of cool. Of course, it wasn't just the fashion that kept us glued to the screen, it was the characters themselves. Whether it was the tough-as-nails detective duo of Starsky and Hutch, or the glamorous trio of crime-fighting angels in Charlie's Angels, Spelling had a knack for creating characters who felt like old friends. We laughed with them, we cried with them, and we cheered them on through every twist and turn of their on-screen adventures. But for all the glitz and glamour of Aaron Spelling's TV empire, there was also a darker side lurking beneath the surface. Behind the scenes, tales of egos clashing, on-set romances, and behind-the-scenes drama were as common as studio backlots. And then there were the criticisms of Spelling shows themselves, accused by some of perpetuating stereotypes and promoting unrealistic standards of beauty and behavior. Yet, despite these criticisms, there's no denying the lasting impact of Aaron Spelling's television legacy. His shows not only shaped a generation of viewers, but also paved the way for the modern television landscape we know today. From their groundbreaking storytelling to their unforgettable characters and iconic fashion moments, Spelling shows continue to hold a special place in our collective hearts, reminding us of a simpler time when all it took to make us happy was a little bit of magic on the small screen. Number 2, smashing clackers together. In the colorful landscape of children's toys, clackers emerged as a sensation during the 1970s. These deceptively simple gadgets, comprising 2 heavy acrylic balls connected by a string, held a magnetic allure for kids. The essence of clackers lay in their primal appeal, the act of vigorously banging them together to produce a resounding clacking sound. It was a ritualistic play that captivated the imagination of youngsters across the globe. However, amidst the innocent joy of clacker play, a hidden danger lurked. It wasn't until 1976 that the alarming truth about clackers came to light. After extensive scrutiny, the government classified clackers as a mechanical hazard. The revelation was startling. The force generated by the collision of the acrylic balls could lead to shattering, dispersing hazardous fragments in all directions. The swift action to remove clackers from store shelves sent shockwaves through the toy industry and raised profound questions about toy safety standards. Parents in particular were gripped by concern. How could a seemingly harmless toy harbor such unforeseen risks? It prompted a collective reevaluation of toy safety protocols and a demand for greater accountability from manufacturers. The clacker controversy served as a pivotal moment in the history of toy regulation. It underscored the imperative of stringent product testing and heightened consumer awareness. While clackers may have faded into obscurity, their legacy endures as a reminder of the ongoing quest to safeguard children's well-being in an ever-evolving toy landscape. As we navigate the realm of playthings, the lessons learned from the clacker saga continue to resonate, reminding us of the paramount importance of vigilance and responsibility in ensuring safe and enjoyable play experiences for all children. Number 3, lusting over Tiger Beat magazine. As I sit back and reflect on my childhood in the 70s, one of the fondest memories that comes to mind is flipping through the pages of Tiger Beat magazine. It wasn't just a magazine, it was a portal to a world of teen idols and pop culture phenomena that captured the hearts and imaginations of kids across the nation. I can still recall eagerly waiting for each new issue to hit the shelves, filled with anticipation and excitement. The glossy pages were adorned with tantalizing headlines like Leif Garrett, What You Don't Know About Him, and Donnie and Marie, Too Busy for Love. These headlines promised to uncover the juiciest secrets and scandals of my favorite teen idols, giving me a glimpse into their glamorous lives. But Tiger Beat wasn't just about gossip and scandal. It was also about empowerment. As a young fan, seeing my favorite stars gracing the pages of the magazine made me feel validated in my fandom. And let's not forget the free posters that came with each issue. I can still remember carefully tearing them out and plastering them on my bedroom walls, proudly displaying my admiration for a heartthrob like Sean Cassidy. In a time before smartphones and social media, Tiger Beat was my lifeline to the world of celebrity. It was a tangible connection to the larger-than-life personas of my favorite stars, allowing me to feel like I was part of their world, if only for a moment. But beyond the glossy pages and celebrity gossip, Tiger Beat was a cultural phenomenon that transcended generations. It wasn't just a magazine, it was a symbol of my youth, a reminder of a simpler time when the biggest concern was whether my favorite stars were too busy for love. Even now, decades later, the mention of Tiger Beat brings a flood of nostalgia and warm memories. It's a reminder of the magic and innocence of childhood, a time when anything seemed possible and the world was full of endless possibilities. In today's fast-paced world filled with constant distractions and endless streams of information, I find myself longing for the simplicity of those days gone by. And while Tiger Beat may be a relic of the past, its legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of those who grew up flipping through its pages, dreaming of a world where anything was possible.